Alright fellas, this is JC from Let's Fingers Outdoors. We're out here at the range again, late evening. The morning shooting was killing us with that humidity reaching, 1,000%, by 9 a.m. We're doing some evening shooting. We got a nice breeze. As you can see, we got some guys out here. They cut the grass, cut down the trees, cleaned up the range a little bit. We got some more changes coming up to the range. So one thing we're going to start to concentrate on is, I know we're always pushing training and fundamentals. Well, we got my daughter here. We're going to start working with her. She does have some experience with firearms, especially rifles. She has killed a couple of deer. I'll post a couple of pictures of those right now. And then she does have some minor training with pistols, mostly 22s. So we're gonna start working with her. We're gonna let you guys see how she progresses through the next couple of weeks, and then we're gonna start using her as our test dummy for these guns we're trying out. After we run these try out and give you these reviews on these pistols, she'll come in on a separate day and review it and tell you if she likes it or not, especially these everyday carry, concealed carry weapons. And then we'll start seeing if we can't get it, whether it's a concealed carry holster or a concealed carry bag like I carry. And we want you guys to see that as she progresses through the next couple of weeks. So we could have started it off with the 22. We have several at home, but we decided to just jump straight into it and started off with the 9. So I didn't want to start her off with the Glock. And so some of the reviews that we've done, there's a couple that haven't been put out yet. This gun should be out by the time I release this video, and it's a Smith & Wesson. Most of us shot excellent with it, slightly better than the Shadow Systems, but so we're gonna let her use the Smith & Wesson M&P, and we're shooting Monarch 115 grain full metal jackets. So getting into it, we're gonna start her off at the 5-yard line. She did, as you can see, we did give her some practice shots. We can get a close-up of that. That's here. So she's warmed up enough, so let's get started. I've gone over her grip with her. We're gonna see if she remembers. So I'm gonna hand her the gun and one magazine loaded with 13 rounds. She's gonna fire when I instruct her to fire, and then when she's not firing, she's gonna go from a firing position up here to a low ready, and she'll wait here until I give her the instruction to fire again, and then she'll rise, fire 1 or 2 shots depending on what I tell her, and then she'll lower the pistol to low ready. One thing we didn't do is we do have, I believe, the medium backstrap on this gun. So if she has any problems, next video we do, I'll switch this out to the small backstrap to see if that helps her. Unless she's doing fine today, then we'll leave it with the medium. But her hands are probably the size, a little bit smaller than mine, and I have small hands, so it should fit her just right. So Elizabeth, you'll step up here to the firing line. Like I said, we're going to start her off at the 5-yard line. Gun is yours. It is unloaded. Magazine is yours. Hold on. When I say load and make ready, go ahead and pull the slide back and go to your low position. Right?
What's the low position?
What I just showed you right now.
This.
And you're just gonna hold it down here.
Okay.
All right. Load and make ready. All right. So I had already instructed her when she pulled that slide back to release it and let the spring take it forward, because we did it earlier and the slide did not go into full battery. So I'm not sure if it did it. It looks like it did it. So to make sure, in case you guys do something like that, go ahead and tap the back harder than that. All right, and let's give it a go. Right, when I give you the word fire, I want you to fire 2 shots. Oh, let's start off with 1. Fire 1 shot, center mass to that blue target. All right, is your grip good? Now remember, when you're keeping the pistol facing down, not at your toes. That's gonna be your low ready. And then you'll pick it up when I say fire, and fire 1 round, center mass. All right, let's see how she does. Looking at her grip looks pretty good. If it was me, I would move that right hand forward. And just like me, she is a lefty, so it's going to be a little bit easier for me to work with her. Right? Fire 1 shot. So she hit inside the 9 ring, just about half an inch away from our X. Ready? Fire. That one she hit low, so she needs to concentrate when she raises that pistol, that her sights are locked in on center mass before she pulls that trigger. One thing I want to fix is her stance. So our first couple of videos we shot, I was shooting squared up, which that's what they show us in law enforcement. So we got most of our center mass, you know, that's where our vests are, or whether we're using steel plates or Kevlar, you know, that way they have a better chance of hitting that. I rather shoot with my foot back, you know, and then getting my stance here. So as you can see, that bent leg, there we go. Maybe open up your stance a little bit more. Just move that one forward a little bit. All right. Fire. It's a better shot than the second shot. She's pretty close to her first shot. Ready? Fire. Still in the 9 ring. So that's first 4 shots. She's 3 in the 9, 1 in the 8. Ready? Fire. Another 9. She's shooting out those numbers. We'll take that. Ready? Fire. That one is
on the yellow.
Well, it's not yet. It's right on the line of the center ring. Ready? Fire. Another one there. That's good. Ready? Fire. You're staying in that center ring. That's where we want. Ready? Fire.
Oh.
That is not what we want. If you notice from the shot she fired before, she was taking her time. She was raising the firearm, taking her time before she was pulling that trigger. This last shot, she kind of hurried it up. It was a lot faster than she was on the previous ones, and she threw it off to the left, but she was center. Fire. She's got a pretty good grouping. That's where we want it. Ready? Fire. Another good one. Ready? Fire. She She almost took out the X on that one. She's getting better. Ready? Fire. Ready? Fire. Nope.
Out.
Somebody wasn't paying attention. Thighs locked back. She's empty. So, getting to her grip. Let me see your grip. And your stance. So if you want to get up here. Her arms aren't locked out. I like to keep mine bent just a bit. That's where she's at. Her grip looks fine up there. Since we aren't shooting from a far distance, she can cheat a little bit with keeping that right hand a little bit further up, her weak hand. And not applying too much pressure with her thumbs up here. I like to leave them a little loose when I'm up close. As we move back to a further distance, that's when I'll really start to tighten up my grip a little bit. So let's move to the target. I see the firearm. So this is her grouping right here. Pretty awesome. I believe her first two were here and here. This was her third one. Then we changed up her stance a little bit. She had a pretty good grouping here. Almost took out the X here. And like I said, she started almost taking out the 9s. And then she had that one where she kind of hurried up a little bit and hit out here on the 7. So we're gonna cover these back up, and she'll run another round of couldn't tell you. We just loaded up some mags. I didn't count them, and so we'll be back here in a bit. All right, so we're back. We got about 14 rounds. We're gonna let her cut loose again with 14 rounds, 9mm, 115 grain Monarch with the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0. All right, this one's got the 4.5-inch barrel, so she is getting the length of the barrel is helping her with the recoil. Like I said, once she gets better here in a couple of weeks, we'll start letting her shoot concealed carry weapons, you know, CR920X, which everybody loves, the Shadow Systems CR920X, and then the Glock 43X, the Shield, one of my favorite guns, the Shield Plus, and then the MC9 from Canik. If we can get a hold of some other guns, you know, she'll be shooting that to see which is better for women. Ready? Gun is empty. Mag with 14 rounds. So this is just something we thought of earlier today. So when she comes out here next week, we'll make sure she's got a belt ready to go so she can holster that weapon and carry the mags in the holster. Which, when you buy this Smith & Wesson, it does come with the holster and the mag pouches. Load and make ready. See there, that was a lot better. The inertia of that spring sent that slide forward, so we got full battery on that when you rack that side back. Grip good, thumbs good. Remember, if you're a beginner shooter, watch it with the slide. When it comes back, if you have your hand a little too high, it will bite you. All right. So, real quick, sometimes I just rant, but let me tell you, back when I started the police academy over 22 years ago, I would go shoot at a gun range, and I would take my wife to shoot. I was shooting a 9, she was shooting a 22, I believe, and her groupings with the 22 were a lot better than mine, and it wasn't because 22 has a lot less recoil. The instructor that was there told me that sometimes when we get these people, whether they're female or male, out there that never shot a gun, sometimes they're naturals because they haven't picked up any bad habits yet. I had already been shooting firearms for years. I started shooting a firearm when I was probably 8 years old. So you know, I had developed those bad habits. My shooting's not bad. It's never been bad. Though some of you guys who saw the first couple of videos might say it was bad, but hey, that's actually pretty damn good. But so that's one thing. So sometimes new shooters, you know, they might look like, you know, beginner's luck, but it's because they haven't picked up bad habits yet. So we're going to try to get her, teach her a way that she keeps using this way, and I'm going to try to teach her my way because I like the way my way works. And you know, and try to keep her away from picking up those bad habits. It's like a horse. You get a good horse, but if you start letting him pick up those bad habits and he does it over and over again, you know, he's not going. It's going to be hard for him to kick him, or he may never kick him, and then you just got to put him down. So, no, we don't put horses down. We love horses. So, all right, Elizabeth, you ready?
Yes.
All right. Fire. 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 All right. The first two were, she hit perfect. That's her group. I mean, she's hitting that same area. This last one, she didn't hurry it up. So she must have just pulled it down a little bit because she hit probably about 2.5 inches low. So we're going to try to correct that. Just adjust your grip. Sometimes when you're out here shooting, like I said, right, it's breezy, it's not hot. You know, her hands shouldn't be sweating. Maybe she is because we are recording. But sometimes you got to adjust that when you're out training, because the gun will start to slip in your hand when your hands are sweaty. That's what we've found, especially this past couple of weeks that we've been shooting a lot of video. Ready? Fire. 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 Try moving on the gun. Moving on the gun. Fire. 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 All right, she's taking out 3 of the 9s. We're not going to go for that 4th one, but if she hits it, hey, a 9's better than an 8 or a 7. Fire. So when we're done here, I got something I want to show you guys. Ready? Fire. That was way low. I don't know what happened there. Adjust your grip. Fire. 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 And slide is locked back. We are empty. Go ahead and lock slide forward or release the slide.
How do you do that?
So the M&P 2.0. I mean, I really like the way this shoots. Like I said, we got a review coming up on this gun, or by the time we release this video, it should be out already. So this is what we got. This is her group right here. This is where she loves to hit. She shot out a bunch of the brown stickers that I had put up here. Like I said, she finally got all the 9s. Well, this one was pretty close to it. And then she had this one down here. I don't know what she did after she shot this one. We let her readjust her grip, and we came back up here. I mean, this is all the shooting we're going to do today. It wasn't too much, but you know, just something to show you what we got coming for you. we might find somebody else to also do this with. Maybe one of the other slingers. We'll bring somebody out here and he'll work with them, and maybe we'll have some kind of competition. I don't know, we'll get something. But if somebody wants to learn how to shoot, you know, we'll help them out. But you can see here, this was only 5 yards. So, you know, next time we come out here, we'll push it out to 7. And then once she gets comfortable there, we'll move it to 10, 15, 25. And once she shows us that she can get a really good grouping at 25 yards and she can speed up her shooting, then we'll go ahead and start moving her to the EDC guns, you know, with the short barrel guns that are going to have a little bit more recoil. But we don't want her, like I said, we don't want her to pick up bad habits. So, you know, we're going to keep her with the Smith. And if anything, we might let her shoot the Beretta, which is a hammer fired pistol, and shoots just as good, if not better than the Smith & Wesson. But, you know, next time we're out here, she'll be shooting the Smith, and we'll be shooting at a little bit further distance. So with that, Liz, you want to step up here? All right, so with that, Les Slingers are signing off. Anything you got to say? Oh, so real quick, remember people, train, work on your fundamentals. Fundamentals, all right? That's the big thing. And lock, load, and carry. Les Slingers out.